Independence Hall. I can't see. Oh, there we go. Chelsea just got arrested.
No, I didn't. What? No, they had to do backwards. In case you were going to carry explosives in.
Oh.
But I wasn't planning on it, so I didn't get arrested.
Okay, that's good. Independence Hall is that way.
And if yeah. Aw, that was what I was looking forward to seeing. Right up there.
That's not very pretty, is it?
Yeah, that's not cool.
But see, if you look right up there,
Without getting your bag checked.
Huh? I got mine. Did you? Yeah.
Oh, that's the place.
That's the place where Nicolas Cage was running in National Treasure.
Yeah.
Where they had to find Benjamin Franklin's glasses or something.
Yeah, that's what really sucks though, because that's a good shot right there. Now you can't see
Yeah,
what
I
it
really
is,
wanted to
but
see.
it's Independence
Sucks
Hall.
hard.
And if you don't believe us, that's your problem.
Why wouldn't they believe us? Was there like a big sign that said Independence Hall, or did you miss it? Oh, look, exit only, Independence Hall. Ha.
Yeah, there you go. It says Independence Hall right there. Okay, I got it. There's a statue of some guy. Okay, so we were going the wrong way. The next tour is up there, and I think that's our tour guide.
And we get to go inside?
Oh, crap. Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I hope they allow videotaping, though, this time, because we don't want to end up like last time and disappoint everybody.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, and welcome to Historic Independence Hall. Welcome to Philadelphia. I'm United States Park Ranger, Ranger Gus. I've been assigned to be your ranger on the 1245 tour of Independence Hall this afternoon. Independence Hall is a very important building in American history. It's the very place where this nation began by the signing of two documents. The Declaration of Independence was signed in this building on August 2nd of the famous year 1776, and 11 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the United States Constitution, the highest law that Americans observe, was signed at this building on September 17, 1787. And this tour of Independence Hall is all about history. That's all we're going to be talking about this afternoon. We're not going to discuss religion, politics, or national treasure. No national treasure in this tour. I'm going to ask you questions throughout the tour. I hope you don't mind, about United States history. You have the liberty to ask the ranger any historical question that you could devise this afternoon. And through our exchange, we both perhaps can obtain an enhanced understanding as to why Independence Hall is so important and so revered in the nation's history. I have a question for each and every one of you today. I have a question. My question is regarding the painting in the room. The painting is a portrayal of one of those two famous signings. It's either the signing of the Declaration of Independence, or it could be the signing of the United States Constitution, one or the other. By a show of your hands, I'm going to find out from you, who is on this tour who believes that this painting portrays or depicts the signing of the United States Constitution? I want to see your hand if you believe this is the Constitution signing. Anyone? If those two women are correct, the rest of you are incorrect. It is the sign of the Constitution. Now, what would you have to know to decipher the two famous signings? You know, there's several paintings of the Declaration of Independence occurring in Independence Hall, and there's a few paintings of the Constitutional Convention in Independence Hall. How do you determine which one is which? Well, you would have to know who was the head or the presiding officer over those conventions. If you knew the fact that George Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention of 1787 occurring in historic Independence Hall, you could have answered my question anywhere on the globe. You didn't have to see this painting. You didn't have to be in this room. All the ranger had to do was identify that Washington or Virginia was in front of a painting in Independence Hall. The only thing you could have assumed was Constitution. another individual presided over what's called the Second Continental Congress. And the Second Continental Congress is a group of individuals that met at Historic Independence Hall in the year 1776 to produce the famous document, the Declaration of Independence. Can anyone on this tour name who was the presiding officer over the Second Continental Congress? Who presided over that Congress where the Declaration was produced at Independence Hall? Anyone?
Thomas Jefferson.
Jefferson, no.
Adams.
Adams, no. Hello? Hancock of Massachusetts. Yes, Hancock of Massachusetts was the presiding officer over the Second Continental Congress. Oh, so if you see George Washington in the painting in Independence Hall, it's going to be the signing of the Constitution if George Washington appears. If John Hancock appears in any painting in Independence Hall, it's going to be 100% the signing of the Declaration of Independence. Now that you've taken this tour this afternoon, you should never, ever get that one wrong in your life again. And seated is Dr. Benjamin Franklin, a writer, scientist, inventor, philosopher, statesman. Out of all the things that Franklin did and performed, which were varied and many, he wanted to be remembered most as a printer. Dr. Franklin is by far the most famous Philadelphian who ever lived. Now, I'm wondering if anyone in this group can name any of the other individuals who attended the important convention occurring at Independence Hall in 1787. Who are signers of the Constitution? Can you name one or two? Anyone? How about a guess? You're here at Independence Hall. Anyone? Why is Independence Hall important to you, huh? Hello? Mm-hmm. Are you here for fashion? Are you? Ooh. Okay, well, these men are important to our nation. They are the one who created it. They are the ones who created it by signing this document, the United States Constitution. And the reason why you're here at Independence Hall is this. If, of course, you have your own individual motivations to come to Independence Hall, and I know that each and every one of you have a reason to be here, but the real reason you're here is this. Because if this did not occur at Independence Hall, you would not be here, and Independence Hall would be a Walmart today. Yeah, you'd be checking out some goods. But certainly because of the important event that occurred at Independence Hall, this constitutional convention of 1787, which creates the United States, it's the reason why the building is tourable, it's the reason why it's noteworthy, and it's the reason why it is important in our nation's history. And of course, we're going into this room, the famous assembly room, where those two documents were signed, the Declaration of Independence and the United States Constitution. And we're going to visit the courtroom of Independence Hall. The courtroom is the site where many of the major and minor trials in the colonial era before 1776 occurred. Is there anyone in this tour who has encountered a historical question about Philadelphia, these men, their documents, Independence Hall proper, Liberty Bell, Brady get a good cheesesteak? Anyone? Any questions at all today? Oh, we're going to tell you that right after this tour. I got a good spot. Anyone else? Okay, of course, we're going to perhaps travel over to Independence Hall in the next 5 minutes, but I'm curious to find out who's on this tour today. Perhaps you're visiting the United States of America today for the first or second time. We would like to acknowledge you on this tour if you're an international visitor. If you're an international visitor today, do something for us, and that is to slip up your hand so we can acknowledge. Are you here, an international visitor? You're visiting the United States today. Anyone? There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's welcome our international visitors, shall we? Of course, we're always excited having our international visitors on the tour of Independence Hall. Welcome to Philadelphia. We hope and trust that you will enjoy yourself while visiting the United States of America today. Thank you for coming to Independence Hall. Who lives well?
Picture that.
I was wrong, by the way. That's what you were good.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed my privilege. It was a pleasure welcoming you to this famous room. This room is the room that was used to sign those two important documents that we mentioned. The signing of the Declaration of Independence occurred in this room on August 2nd of the famous year 1776, and 11 years after the signing of the Declaration of Independence, the United States Constitution. Signed in this room on September 17, 1787, which only means that the United States of America began right here. Who signed the Declaration of Independence in this room 234 years ago? Anyone? Who signed the Declaration in this room? Anyone? Hello? Anyone? Declaration of Independence? 56 men sat here for you. Can you name any one of them? Anyone? John Hancock is the signer from the state of Massachusetts. Anyone else? John Adams of Massachusetts was here. Thomas Jefferson of Virginia was surely here. George Washington, not a signer of the Declaration. Anyone else? John Hancock, we mentioned, very good. Anyone else? You mean this woman is the only one that knows about the Declaration in this room? Yeah, Declaration of Independence. Last call. John Hancock, we mentioned. Anyone else? Patrick Henry, give me liberty, give me death from the state of Virginia, is not a signer of any document. Anyone else? Okay, the men that you named and did not name were in this room together to sign this important document, the Declaration of Independence. Think of this document as being a huge divorce decree. It's a document that explains the reasons why a relationship cannot further itself. That's
Look, those are the stairs.